everybody, thank you for tuning in. My name is Shawna with World of Washabot. On this channel I talk about our homeschool journey with my two sets of twins. I have little twins that are 5, about to be 6, and 7-year-old twins that are about to be 8. It's insane. This video I'm going to talk about, we're moving to doing year-round homeschool, and this is probably gonna be pretty quick. I just wanted to introduce that to you if you've never heard of it, or let you know how we're doing, because there's like a ton of different ways to do it. But before I get into it, if you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe, hit the little bell so that you get notifications when my videos come out. All right, so year-round homeschool. Why would somebody want to do homeschool year-round? We live in Florida, and it is a very easy state to homeschool in. We do not have a lot of things that we have to follow. We don't have to do attendance. We don't have to teach certain subjects. We don't have to make sure that we're homeschooling a specific number of days. We don't have to test. We have to show progression, basically, an evaluation at the end of the year of the things that we've accomplished through our homeschool. It's so wonderful to homeschool here in Florida. I love the freedom that we are allowed to have. And so a lot of other states, it might not work for you to do year-round homeschool, but for here, we can kind of do what we want. So the reason why I chose year-round homeschool is because having those 3 months off during the summer isn't very realistic, I feel, when you're talking about learning. I feel like you're learning constantly, and to take an official 3 months off of ending some kind of curriculum and starting another curriculum up 3 months later, it just feels like that isn't a very natural process. I prefer just going through the year and taking small breaks here and there, because I do feel like breaks are important. We need to rest our brain and do other things outside of the constant, Monday through Friday, whatever we're doing. The way I have planned it is we are going to be officially starting the new school year on August 3rd, which is a Monday. And from that date, we are going to be doing 6 weeks on, and then 1 week off, and 6 weeks on, and 1 week off, all the way to the end of June. That gives us 7 periods of 6 weeks. Then we will take the month of July off. That'll be the only large amount of time that we'll take off. And that's mostly so I can just kind of regroup and get the new stuff in that I want to bring in, move out the old stuff, finish up with the evaluations that we have to do. And I feel like that'll just be it'll be a break, but it won't be a very long, extensive break. But it's longer than the little weeks here and there that we've had throughout the year. I make my own planner, and in the beginning of it, I have a year at a glance, and I'll show you. You can see all the little highlighted dates are where we are starting each of the 6 weeks. I don't know if you can see that. I'll just zoom in here on some of the dates there. You can see highlighted in yellow. So I can just look at this really quickly and know where we are throughout the year. And I think on those week breaks, it's not even gonna be something that's so obvious, like, okay, school is over. And to be honest, I try not to really use the word school, because I don't want them to think that school is this thing that we do at this particular time. I also think it will help them, especially things like with math. When you transition from one level to a next, if you take an entire period off and then you jump back into it 3 months later, there's a lot of review. We have to remember this, we have to do this part over. And that can be very tiresome and repetitive, or you could forget so much, which is probably what I would do with math. I would just forget everything that I just learned. Instead, I would just like to go at a continuous, easy pace. And this year we're going to be doing unit studies. I talked about this in another video that I talked about my curriculum. I will put the link right up here. And we're gonna be doing Gather Round, which is unit studies, and they're supposed to be done like 4 to 5 weeks, but like I said, I've given us 6 weeks because I don't like to feel rushed to do anything. As soon as I feel rushed, I feel overwhelmed, and then I just don't wanna do anything. So we're gonna be focusing on 1 unit study every 6 weeks. If we get done early, we get done early. If we want to start the next one, I mean, I am not so married to this schedule that it cannot be changed. This is just kind of a flow that I set up so that I can kind of look into the future and say, oh, around February, we're probably going to be doing this. And again, it just helps me with my goals throughout the year, which I talked about on my homeschooling mistakes. I will link that here too. That I am trying to set these kind of routine goals to help us flow easier through the year. Those weeks that I gave off is just almost so that I can see on paper that I can have a refreshing time. And I feel like when I give myself those moments, I find that I or we don't even need that. But if I don't have those moments in there, then I feel like, oh, when are we gonna be able to have a break? When are we need to stop this. Everybody's frustrating, but I don't know what to do. I feel like if I allow myself for that, I'll use them and I enjoy them, or I may not need them. If I don't allow for it, I'm just grumpy because I feel like there's no end in sight. I would love if you put in the comments if you are year-round homeschooling, what your schedule looks like. If you have a schedule, some people don't even have a schedule, they just go. That's awesome. And that's it for this video. Again, if you enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.